How's it going, guys? So we're going to get started here. Just wanted to say appreciate everyone that showed up last weekend to Accelerate the Heartland. It was obviously a great event for everyone that showed out. It was a good turnout and a lot of great positive feedback so far off it, so we greatly appreciate it. So we're going to start off this morning with Jeannie, and I was trying to say this, Jaja Slippers. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to hand it off to her, and she's going to get us started.
Tell the ones that are too young. Green? I'm green now. Everybody, can you hear me now? Okay, I'm Jeannie Johnson Bennett, and the name of my company is Jaja Slipper. And up until 3 years ago, I worked for a liquor and wine wholesaler for about 24 years. And I was going through some tough times, and I was kind of ready for a change. And sometimes be careful what you wish for. About 5 years ago, I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres show. I'm sure everybody's watched her show before. And she had a prop that day, and she had a fake platform slipper that had boa feathers in it for her guest, Sofia Vergara, that was going to be on. She picked up the slipper, and she said, "Wow, what a great idea. Somebody should do that." A light bulb went on in my head at that moment, and I just thought, I'm going to be the one to do that. Ironically, I have always thought that slippers kind of needed updating. I felt like they looked like bear paws, and that they're all flat, and I'm short, so I wanted something with a heel. And also, I just felt like that they just didn't keep their comfort long enough. So after about 8 months of brainstorming, I came up with the idea to put memory foam inside the slipper and to serpentine it up and down 1 inch inside the wedge. And so that's basically my idea, and how to make that happen was obviously a challenge. Why would somebody from Wichita, Kansas want to design a slipper? I know, not exactly the shoe mecca of the world. So I basically bought a memory foam rug, and I bought some material and embellishments and took some old shoes and basically started making prototypes out of them, and made about 3 different prototypes that I liked. And I basically told my family that I was going to follow my dream, and they basically thought I had lost my mind, literally. So I decided to name my company Jaja Slipper, and I named it that because my daughter, her nickname was Jaja. She's 30 years old, but she has always been very high maintenance, kind of like Zsa Zsa Gabor. So I felt like it was the perfect name for her. And I felt like it would fit my slippers because I wanted to make them glamorous and just, you know, a little bit more just fashionable and stylish than what they look like. So I started basically doing a Google search, which what would we do without Google? And I found out that there was nothing like my shoes, my slippers basically out there. They there was not even any high heel slippers when I started doing this search. And so I took a picture of my shoe, and I contacted a patent company that was out of North Carolina, Robert Montgomery. They do patents for everything you can imagine. And they basically said that they would do a search to find out if there was anything out there through their attorneys, which did cost me a fee. So they did that, and they came back about a few weeks later and said there wasn't anything like it out there. And so I was very excited because I felt like, you know, I had a great idea. So they urged me to file a provisional patent, which is a new type of patent that only lasts a year, but it basically just keeps your idea from people stealing it right off the bat. So I filed the provisional patent, and working with this company, they basically do virtual videos of your products, and they present these videos after they finish them to companies to hopefully buy your patent and pay you royalties, which that obviously was my big dream. And so after about 5 months, I got the virtual video finished of my shoes, and unfortunately, it looked nothing like I wanted my shoes to look like. I was totally disappointed, and just felt like I had kind of wasted 5 months. So then I decided to pursue manufacturing and making myself, and not knowing how to make shoes would be obviously challenging. So I found a manufacturer that actually had an 8-chapter course on their website on how to manufacture shoes. So I took the course, and I found out that I had to do tech packs and drawings that basically showed how the shoe, this is actually a tech pack right here. But it's more detailed than this. It gives the dimensions and everything accurately. So in China, they can read the tech pack and know how to make your shoes. I also had to get a virtual video of the inside of the shoe, which is called the last, and I had a friend of mine, luckily, that could do those things for me. It took her about a month. She got everything finished for me, and I emailed it to the manufacturer, and they were like, yes, we'll do your shoes. And I was so happy. I was like, yay, hallelujah. And they came back and said, we'll do your shoes, but it was January of 2014 when I sent everything to them. And they said, but first we take Chinese New Year. Yay! Chinese New Year, they take a month, January 15th to February 15th. And then it takes another month to get back to production. Little did I know that China shuts down for literally 2 months every year. They work a lot, but when they take off, they apparently leave and don't ever come back sometimes. So after 2 months, I got back in touch with the manufacturer. The company is called Autobo. And after getting contracts and pricing and everything figured out, my project started May of 2014. I also had to refile my patent because my provisional patent was expiring. So I have a utility patent filed on my shoes, which has been filed since May of 2014 and is hopefully getting ready to become a real patent. And so then the manufacturing begun, and the first thing they did was design my shoe. And I had to pick out materials and all kinds of embellishments to design my shoes. And I chose 3 styles, and the first style I have is the Generosity, the blue and gold one, which I named after Ellen DeGeneres and her wife, Portia, for giving me the idea and helping me laugh through this whole journey.
Stop you right there, all right? You can keep going, but give me just a second. So now it's question and answer time. Give her a round of applause. Good job.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So we're going to do a question and answer. If you have a question, please raise your hand high. Maybe do it before the question, before it goes quiet. I bet somebody could ask her a question maybe about...
Yeah, can you tell us about what?
Can you tell us about the product?
Tell us about
Okay.
Thanks for helping me out on that one,
Thank
Jeremy.
you so much.
Thought we made that clear before.
The other 2 styles I named after other people that inspired me. Actually, the black and white one that I'm wearing is named after Robin Roberts and Mandisa. It's called my Robin Disa. I had some health issues that I basically had to overcome, and she had her health issues, and Mandisa wrote the song Overcome, so that basically was my inspiration for that. And the third one is my Winstein, which is named after Oprah and Joel Osteen for giving me motivation and faith to basically follow my dream and to make my shoes happen. Any other questions?
Well, I was just curious more about the menu. Is this working?
Good job, Benny.
Oh.
That one's really loud.
I'll just talk. I was wondering about the manufacturing, about how you found the manufacturer, and what that process has looked like since then. You know,
it was a very challenging process, very long. It was supposed to take 8 to 10 months. It took about 2 years.
To find them? How did you
to have everything made.
How did you even find them?
Google, basically. I took a course on their website.
They were the ones that offered the course.
Yes, they were the ones that offered the course, and basically that was who I ended up working with. I actually tried other manufacturers, but nobody wanted. There's very few that make custom shoes, so that was the challenging part.
Okay, so you have a container of shoes that are shipped over from China. Then what do you do? Who you sell them to? How did that? Because did you have the
Yes.
distribution figured out ahead of time?
I actually have been working on marketing. I did a Kickstarter video last October, and I did raise some money from family and friends, but did not reach my goal. It was rather large. And then I was contacted by a company from LA called Celebrity Connected, and I went to LA and launched my shoes there in November of 2015. And basically they had celebrities, all these different pictures were from that event. I had all of the celebrities sign my little banner here. And so that was a great exposure and a good opportunity. I also have sent them to all the celebrities I named them after. I've written Ellen like 8 times, and I inspired Ellen so much, she started her own line of shoes, literally. And that was not a happy surprise, but the same day I found that out, Shark Tank actually called me. I had sent them shoes in January, and the lady called me in March, and she said that she was wearing my shoes, and I had to put together a video that was 7.5 minutes and fill out 40 pages of handwritten paperwork and get that back to them within a week. And obviously, they could call me anytime. I hopefully will get on the show, but to get on the show, I definitely want to sell some shoes so I don't look like a lot of those people that get on there that get very embarrassed. That's not the objective. But I've also, I have done Facebook, Instagram. I've done fundraisers. I went to market twice. I went to Atlanta, Dallas. Before I had the shoes, actually, I went to market, and it's very difficult to get into these buyers unless you have people that know people. So that has been kind of frustrating. I'm actually getting ready to do a commercial that will air in Phoenix, San Diego, Las Vegas, and a couple of places in Florida. And that will come out mid-October and run through mid-November. And I went to Dr. Frank Gilbreth in town, had him look at my shoes because they've actually helped people with foot problems, a lot of plantar fasciitis and some other foot issues. They really help with the pain level. And he actually thought he was so impressed he bought a pair for all his office ladies. So my shoes, the way they look, I can always change that. It was the inside, the way that the memory foam, it had to be very sturdy. It had to stand up to people that obviously wear them a lot and it didn't smash down. And the outside of the shoe had to be firm enough that it wouldn't sag. So that was all, that took a long time to get everything made. So
Towards the back and the right?
How did you determine which 3 styles to come out with first?
you know what, I basically, like, those 6 people were my inspiration. So as far as the colors and the designs, it was basically my designer, my manufacturer sent me material, and I had to choose from what they sent me. I wanted breathable fabrics for the inside of the shoe. I actually almost made a huge mistake on the inside of the fabric. I was going to use a material that was kind of, it had a little bit of texture to it. And I was talking to the manufacturer, giving her my decisions on my fabrics. And my feet started sweating so bad, and they started feeling like stickers. So I changed the fabric at the last minute to this type of satin that's breathable, so that they would be more comfortable, and you could wear them all year, so they wouldn't be too hot. So that was definitely challenging. And the thing that really turned out kind of ironic is that the black and gold ones are Wichita State colors, which that was a God thing, and the blue and gold ones are the Kansas City Royal colors. So I guess that was just a good thing. I just felt like that was a good opportunity.
So is your goal now to find distribution channels, or are you trying to do direct sales, or what's your next
I've
step
done a lot. I've had people that have actually contacted big chains for me, Nordstrom's and some of those companies. People are a little fearful of bringing in shoes that nobody's ever seen, or there's nothing like them before. I'm sure the Uggs were a little bit difficult at first when they first came out, because they're, personally, I think they're ugly. But I just have. That's basically why I feel like if I get them on people's feet, that will be the real opportunity. I feel like they're not going to be for everybody, but hopefully enough people will like them that will tell people about them, and my commercial will hopefully help, and hopefully I'll be like that pillow guy, and you'll go, "Gah, turn her off."
On your right.
Where can we buy your shoes right now and also try them on?
You know what? I have my shoes on my website. I do have them in a few locations here in town, and I am looking for distribution at different places. I have not exactly had the easiest time with the people in Wichita as far as helping me out. I was kind of disappointed as far as some of the shop owners and people, boutiques that I've talked to that were didn't really want to help me. So that has been really frustrating, probably the most frustrating thing. Yes.
Wait, please wait. Hold on.
You're going to have to wait.
Sorry.
From a functionality perspective, are they made for indoor? Or can you go indoor,
Oh,
outdoor,
they're
grocery
actually
store?
constructed like a street shoe. That was the other
Okay.
thing that was a big surprise, that they made them where you can wear them everywhere. So that was like a different category. I didn't know that when I started the process, but they said because of the way they're constructed, they're made to wear outside. And so, yeah, they're definitely very sturdy. So.
Do you have a size 13 men's? I'm just kidding.
That was actually going to be
Not
my
yet.
question. Are you going to develop men's?
I actually have
these
men's
for
name
men?
already picked out too. So
What's wrong with these that I already? Oh.
They won't fit. I got big corns.
yeah, honestly,
Not really.
they're very, very comfortable.
Two-part question.
Yes.
First, you said you had some difficulty with the shops or stores here. Can you elaborate on that without getting
You
too
know
carried
what?
away?
Just resistance. A lot of the people felt like that they're different looking, and unfortunately, I did receive them a week before Christmas last year, and it was winter and spring and summer to get through. That was one issue, is that people were selling sandals, and the other issue is that just people that have local owners of boutiques in town were just like, I've never seen anything like that before, and I don't really want to put it in my store. Yeah, I was totally surprised, but just.
The other part of the question was, as far as if you do get a large order, someone commits, do you have that capacity at this point in time to manufacture?
I have about 800 pairs of each right now. So I have plenty for a while. I'd love to run out, please.
Just a suggestion I saw the other day on television on the East Coast where designers are co-oping in Rhode Island and New York to get little storefronts, and they're each having a little section of them.
I would love to do that.
It might be something you'd want to look into.
I believe me, I look into. I also did a show called Untitled TV that aired in May. Actually, it didn't end up being until almost June, but that was a show that was kind of like an infomercial that had different products on it, but it was only my product was only on for like a minute 30 seconds, and it just didn't get enough response because of that. But yeah, I do have a lot of good videos. I have my Kickstarter video, so that's why my commercial was pretty easy to get made.
Have you actually directly tried to sell these smaller boutiques your shoes, or have you ever thought about consignment since you already own the inventory?
Oh yeah, I've told them that I do them consignment too. Yeah, that's, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get them out in the market, and I'm doing an event up in Kansas City in about 3 weeks. So, it's just word of mouth, since I obviously getting on Shark Tank would be huge for me. I would love to have that opportunity, but, until that happens, I would just like to at least have people at least help me tell people what they are, that they're different. I did have them in a store here in town that trying to get the salespeople in the stores to actually tell people that there's something unique about my shoes. I tried everything. I did incentives, I did cookies, I did, bribery, any way I could think of that I could afford. And yeah, they just are like, no. I mean, unfortunately, that's another problem. That's why I felt like a commercial would at least show people that they're different. Yes.
Wait, right here in the middle.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Right here. Is this the type of product that would do well on Home Shopping Network? Or
Absolutely. I approach them too, but they don't actually let me send the shoes to them. And pictures of my shoes don't really do them justice. I think they look much better. And the thing is that as you wear these shoes, your foot literally becomes like, it conforms to the inside of the shoe. So it's kind of like a Birkenstock. The more you wear them, the more comfortable they get, and the more they really help your foot, I think. So.
Given the markets that you say you're getting ready to advertise in, is the demographic for that shoe an older, more mature?
I feel like my demographic, actually, though, when I went to the thing in LA, you see the demographics of these people. There were ages. There were little boys that were like, can I get a pair from my mom? Can I get a pair from my, the guys all wanted them for their sisters and their wives and their moms. And honestly, the ladies ranged from young to old that loved him, and I still communicate with some of the people. Andra Day was there, that model there. She actually is possibly going to be a spokesperson for me, that real tall, she's from Italy. Yeah, I had just a great, those three guys were all, they're all child, actors, and, do all different genres of acting. She's on a soap opera. That's my daughter with me there. My mom and my daughter. My mom's my partner, my husband, but my daughter went with me and my mother to LA. We went to the, that was it was like a celebrity connected event that is right before the American Music Awards. So we got to meet all different types of celebrities, and they just, it was a great event. It was really fun. And I was supposed to go back and do the Academy Awards in February, but unfortunately I just couldn't afford to get back there. They were going to waive my fee to even come to the event, but I was just like, I can't fly there and right in the middle of this. So yeah, it's definitely been challenging, and financially it's been really, I've had to use all my own resources basically that I had worked my whole life and saved, because it's, trying to get money from a bank when you're doing something you've never done in your life. They're not real helpful. And, honestly, I've had, for the first year and a half that I was telling people I was going to do this, I basically had people just think I was, like, looking at me like I had 3 eyeballs because they thought I was nuts. And I've contacted the newspaper about everything that I did, and they basically told me my idea was no big deal.
Right over here on the right, way over right.
Are you going to be a part of Holiday Galleria this year?
I'm not. I did Holiday Galleria a few years ago, and unfortunately those events don't really, you basically break even, and I just felt like the exposure was okay, but I need sales right now. I need to generate some sales as much as I can. I felt like doing a commercial, the Galleria is not much less than doing a commercial when it's all said and done, and I just felt like it would be a bigger audience. So yeah, I've done the women's fair. I've done several events, tons of fundraisers. So
back middle.
You've mentioned some of your struggles that you've had locally, but do you have any boutiques right now that, with Christmas right around the corner?
Yeah, that's why that's what I'm hoping is that out of this, I hopefully will get people that will have, people that I can get placements in their stores. I do have 2 salons in town that I have one in Andover that carries them right now, and a girl that just started carrying them actually from the event that I was at for the chamber. She has them in her store right now. So that's basically what I'm looking for. Like I said, I do have a website. I've talked to the lady at Town West about maybe doing a shopping cart in her mall through the holidays, if I can do that maybe. But yeah, I'm doing any events or shopping, the flea market even. I was going to try to even do that this coming weekend, but it's kind of too late for that. So, but yeah, that's basically, I'm looking for, investors. I'm looking for all kinds of help, any way I can get it.
Back left.
Hi. Commercial, I think, is a great idea. However, I think on these kind of products also, it's going viral. You have to get viral. Somehow.
Viral videos, I know.
And
I've got those.
Do you have any plans on just getting some out to the, I call it field testing, really? You have to almost see somebody with the slippers on and then ask about them. Because a commercial or a website isn't something where someone's bragging about how awesome these are.
Right.
And a $100 slipper, I don't think is out of line, but even a guy seeing, some woman saying these are awesome and Christmas gift, right? That's what guys are looking for. Do you have any plans for getting those out?
I definitely do. I actually was going to contact a marketing company that I met at the chamber event last week and see what she could do for me, because I've heard that she does a great job. So through Gordon, actually.
All right, we have one last question. What as a Wichita community can we do to help you?
What was that?
What can we do to help you?
Oh, basically, what you can do to help me is just tell people about them. If anybody knows of any local boutiques or stores, or anybody that is in the shoe business, anybody in the fashion business, anybody that wants to be an investor that is interested in helping me to grow this business, like I said, I feel like the opportunities are endless. I can make my shoes look like sandals or boots or any kind of shoe. It was literally the inside of the shoe that took forever to get made. This is just like a cushion. It literally, you're walking on a mattress and your foot really conforms to it. Eventually, I hope to have elastic in the top of the material as well, so that people that have issues with bunions and other things, that will conform to their foot even better. And so yeah, I feel like all I can do is improve on my shoes in the future, but I do feel like it's a ground floor opportunity. You can buy them at a salon in Andover, and basically on my, I can email all the different stores that I have them at right now, but I have them on my website. I can. The name of the store is called Heads Up in Andover, and the store is on West Street, and it's 727 West Street, and it's called Tip Top is the name of the other salon. They just have they don't actually have inventory. They just have to show the shoes. So if you need the shoes, you can contact me. I can bring them to anyone that needs them. Like I said, I would love to have placements and inventory in stores. I had them at Beaumont. And, unfortunately, they were only there through the spring. And so I'm looking for placements of fall, winter,
Awesome.
anywhere.
Thank you very much. We'll give her a round of applause. Well, it sounds like there are going to be some bigger sizes, so Kenton's Bunions are in luck. That'll be really good. I think we have a few announcements real quick from Kenton. I'd like to give you a one-of-a-kind 1 Million Cups Presenter's Cup. We don't do very many of these. There's nowhere in town you can get them, but you can get this one. So awesome.
There are plenty of chairs for the people standing in the back. So, grab a chair. That's a hint. Grab a chair. Let me, it's fine. That's great. Thank you. We thank you for coming out. Okay, there it is. I've never done this before. Thanks for, I had a dumb joke that I was going to tell, but I won't. So tons of events coming up, lots of things about marketing, lots of things about federal taxes, and all kinds of stuff. You can find all that information at startupwichita.com/events. SBIR is a great event that you should be a part of. It has a major amount of funding from the federal government for small businesses, specifically for small businesses, and you can learn all about that at the SBIR training workshop on October 14th, which is in just a couple days. Last week, if you were here, you missed out because you should have been at the Wichita Marriott for Accelerate the Heartland. And who missed out last week? Raise your hand if you missed out. Okay. From those of you who missed out and are in a chair, which is the goal, right here. Yeah. So thanks for coming, Lawson. I'm sorry. I know your name, but it looks like an N. I promise it looks like an N. So we have a book that we gave away last week. It's called The Rainforest. Tell us about why you come to 1 Million Cups.
I'm new to Wichita, and I'm just trying to kind of learn about the environment, who's here, and what they're doing. And I'm actually an entrepreneur myself in ways, and I also do freelance graphic design, so I'm kind of in that whole.
You should apply to present at 1 Million Cups.
We've talked about that, actually. The first two presentations, all the presentations have been so nice. I'm kind of trying to make sure that I can bring it up to standard.
Oh, I remember our conversation too. This was just kind of meta. It's for all of them because they're watching the conversation. It's like a movie. It's like a movie we're doing here. You're welcome. Thanks, Lawson, for coming, and we hope to see you next week. And if you sit in chairs next week, then we might have something for you, just saying. So get here early and find a chair. Coming up, Pipeline, the final day to apply for Pipeline is the 17th, 7 days, which is not 19th. Thank you. I should prepare for these things. Is the 19th. Pipeline is a great program. They actually presented last week at 1 Million Cups talking about their program. It's for the entrepreneur, not necessarily for the business, but it helps you grow as an entrepreneur and learn about the aspects of entrepreneurship and starting a business that you don't get to learn in business school, and you don't get to learn pretty much in any other way except for hard knocks. So that's a good opportunity to, instead of getting hard knocks, learn it in a good setting. And finally, last week I presented with the lovely Yolanda Adams, and we said we were going to build a startup in a day. It took a little bit more than that, but it is launched at datenightgenius.com. You can go check it out. It's pretty cool. $50 per month, and you get a planned date delivered to your mailbox. It's not the actual person. It's just the events and the things around it. Just add person should be our slogan. That's good. That wraps up the announcements for me, and so I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Three.
There we go. This one works. All right. Without further ado,
This is Ryan Floyd with FitBody BootCamp, and he's going to not fit, not at all. All right, FitBody BootCamp, and he's going to talk about his business.
I don't need that for you. Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Like Keith said, my name is Ryan Floyd, owner and operator of FitBody BootCamp here in town. We have 2 locations, one downtown Wichita and the other in Park City. And so just here to tell you a little bit about more about what we do. We're the only 30-minute group training program that is fun, affordable, and gets you fast. Fat loss. Kind of a tongue twister there. Gives you fast, fat loss, and challenges your body every time. Yeah, I got it. I just want to get the audience involved here. All right, so we're an unstoppable fat loss formula, and our mission is to get you looking and feeling better than you've ever felt before. And we do that through motivation, education, coaching, support, and accountability. All right. So in a nutshell, what our clients do, they work out with us 3 to 5 times per week. They follow our customized nutrition meal plan, and they get healthy and lose weight. How they do that? We have a program or a scientific fact saying afterburn effect. And what that is we increase your metabolic rate to a standard much higher than what you would normally with a steady state cardio or just hopping on a treadmill for an hour. As you can see here, the steady state training, you get your metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that you're burning through the workout, fairly low. All right. So with our training, they're only 30 minutes long, and up to 30 hours, you'll be burning more calories than you did at peak performance with your hour on the cardio machine. Okay. So we are a private training studio, and we don't just accept everybody. We're a close-knit family, and what I want to talk about now is who this is not for. So if you are somebody that is interested in going at it and working harder instead of working smarter, okay, this is probably not for you. Okay, if you're interested in going at it alone and making slow progress, again, probably not for you. If you're a whiner, moaner, complainer, and like to make excuses and blame outside circumstances, not for you. Or if you're a negative or cynical person. All right, we like positive people within our community. As you guys all probably know, weight loss is a very emotional topic. And so when you bring in that type of attitude into our family, you're not only going to derail your goals, but you're going to derail other people's goals, and we don't want that. So who this is for, someone who wants to feel great about how they look. Maybe want to drop 5, 10, 20, maybe even 40 pounds. Feeling confident in their clothes again. Wanting to learn how to make being healthy a way of life so they can live longer, be more fit, be more active, and do more things with their kids and grandkids. If they need accountability, support, and they want guaranteed results. So now we're going to do a little demonstration here. So I want everybody to close their eyes. If you're standing up, hold on to something. Don't want you to fall. I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now. You're at your goal weight. You're where you want to be. You have dropped 10 pounds, 20 pounds, maybe that midsection slimmed down just a little bit. I want you to see that vividly. I want you to see yourself there. That is how you are going to really, truly achieve your goals. Now, I want you to open your eyes and look at me. This is what we do. This is how we help you. All right, we want you to vividly see your goals, and that's how we can help you get there. No athlete, no Olympic star who won a gold medal ever said, you know what, I'm just going to wake up tomorrow and then go stand on the gold medal podium. No, they dreamt about that as a kid for their entire life. And so that's how we really help people get to their goals. We make them see their future, see their vision, and then we walk them step by step to that. Okay, no one's going to come to your house and make your dreams come true. This is a reality. If it was not, I would be a millionaire because I would say you are exactly where you want to be. You don't have to work out anymore. Here you go, Jacob, just for you. All right, so this is Heather. She's lost 80 pounds of fat. Well, that's supposed to say drop 10 sizes, not 210. Hey, we make your dreams come true, right? And she's been working with us for about a year and a half now. Amber, she's dropped 54 pounds. She did that in just 4 months. And then we have our newest power couple here, Randall and Courtney Johnston. Together, combined, they've lost over 100 pounds. And those are actually their photos that they posted. I didn't even have to do that. But they're very happy, and they're actually now getting their personal training certifications, and hopefully one day will be working with me. This whole lifestyle it's a new lifestyle for them, and it's changed them so much that they want to be able to get out there and help other people. Some more before and after pictures. But now I want to talk about excuses. All right, there's the two big excuses that I see on a daily basis. And Mr. Grant Cardone says your excuses might be legit, but they won't improve your life. And that's very true. Top excuse that I hear all the time is I don't have the time. And when someone tells me that I don't have the time, what I hear is it's not a priority. And for someone and when they say that, I say, you're hurt. If you need to do something, you're injured. You need to fix that injury. If you are not happy with the way that you look, it needs to become your priority. You know, our workouts are only 30 minutes long, so it's perfect, right? What do they say? That only 2% of your day is 30 minutes. So everybody has the time, and we have over 14 sessions a day at both of our locations, so really there's not any excuses for anybody. And then it's too expensive. That's the second excuse I hear all the time. And when someone tells me that it's too expensive, what I hear is I'm not worth it. I'm not worth making that investment into myself to improve my life, to make my life better. And I'm here to tell you that you are worth it. Everybody in this room is worth it, and my time
I believe
is
you're worth it too, Ryan. I want you to keep going.
Thanks, Jake.
Hey, we're going to do another question and answer. If you have a question, please raise your hand, and I'd like to hear more about what you got going on. So let's start it off. Who's got the first question?
To your left.
So there are a couple boot camps in Wichita, and so how do you differentiate yourself from the others?
You know, I wish this was a planted question, but this is the reason why. This is your typical results pyramid. I actually ran out of time. This was going to be my next slide. It starts with your experience, and if your experience is bad, then your belief system's bad. Say you tried to lose weight once, it didn't work. Now you are believing the next time you try to lose weight, it's not going to work again. So then your actions are bad and your results are small. So what we do first and foremost is we change your belief system. And we did that with that close your eyes experiment. I got you to believe that it is actually possible for you to achieve your weight loss goals or achieve your desired goals. And so when your belief system is good, then your experience is better. And when your experience is better, your actions are better and your results are bigger. So that is one way that we differentiate ourselves. You're getting me with big words here. And the other way is all of our trainers have come from a one-on-one personal training background, meaning we all did nutrition counseling. We all did everything that comes with that. And also what comes with that is $800 to $1,200 a month at a cheap personal trainer for one-on-one. What we've done is we've tried to bring that same type of experience, the same level of one-on-one attention into a group setting, which reduces the cost dramatically. Instead of us spending our time 1 hour by 1 hour by 1 hour, by 1 hour, we're getting everybody into a fun, motivating boot camp, but then spending that one-on-one time with them outside of the boot camp. So you get nutrition strategy sessions and goal-setting appointments. You meet with your food coach once a month. We have a private Facebook group that will where we post motivational things. We post our food for the day. We post whatever it is that we need to motivate you, to inspire you to reach your goals. We provide that. That answer your question? Good. Yes.
So I hear there's a rumor something about like a 10,000 pound challenge, or you guys going to talk about that, or?
Yes. Well, I was going to do that at the end. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. That's what you guys can do for me. That was
okay. Well,
yeah.
we'll
Back,
get there.
back center.
So you talked about how this is not for people that go it alone. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that works with the boot camp?
Yeah, and that goes back to the experience side of things. When most people walk into a big box gym, what do? They walk in and they look around. They're confused. They don't know what they're doing. They're scared, and so they either don't step into the gym. They either walk in, look around, and then leave, or they hop on a piece of cardio equipment for 10 to 15 minutes, get bored, and then walk out. No one's going to see any results by doing just that. And so we create a fun family environment to where not only am I holding you accountable, but the person working out next to you is holding you accountable. They become Facebook friends. They are tagging each other on Facebook saying, hey, we just had this awesome workout together, met my new friend, and we do fun little challenges that helps promote the building of friendships within our community, our fat loss, FitBody community, which means you are no longer doing this by yourself. And when you're doing it by yourself, it's not scary, it's actually fun, and people stick with it longer.
Ryan, back here, right over here. Raymond wants to know which way to the gym.
Yeah.
I know where your gym is. It's pretty good. You say you offer the programs, the different 30-minute routines. I mean, how many different routines do you have? Do you offer different programs within those routines? Pilates, yoga?
Nope, we're just boot camp, 30 minutes long. Our boot camps, since they're only 30 minutes long, are very structured. We do things with battle ropes, TRX straps, dumbbells, plyo boxes, but we don't offer anything else like that. We are implementing a new fun little challenge for people who are no longer after the weight loss, but that's those are fitness ranking system, but that's a whole new ball game.
Back left.
Yeah, when it comes to the idea of a concept of a boot camp, in my mind, being former military, this happens for 10, 12 weeks, and then you're on your own the rest of your life. Is this seemingly a long-term thing that people join and they kind of become a part of, like you've got the people you were showing us?
Yes.
I mean, several years ago, I had a similar experience, but I didn't join anything. I just made up my mind, started working out.
Good.
Made my own plan, and I think other people can do the same as well without the group things if
Absolutely.
they make their mind up to it. Now, I'm all for the group stuff, but I designed and worked with people on a plan for myself that was long-term, adapting a lifestyle, because I see far too many of these quick lose a bunch of weight things, and people get frustrated because it happens, but 8, 9 months, 2 years later, they're back to where they were. What do you do to kind of change the course of that, I guess, is ultimately my question.
Well, one of the things that I was actually just talking to Raymond about is we're implementing fitness testings, where you can rank up like to different belts, and that's or different badges, but and wristbands. But that's for the people who have reached their goal and are getting bored with it. So say you come in, you want to lose 20 pounds, and we help you lose 20 pounds in the first 3 or 4 months. Well, what's next, right? One, we got to maintain that, that's for sure, and we're going to help you maintain that. But two, we want to keep things fun and motivating to keep them coming. Otherwise, you're exactly right. They are going to drop off, eventually stop working out, eventually start eating bad again, and then they'll be right back to where they started. But we implement, and it goes back to the whole family environment as well. When you create that family environment, you don't want to disappoint anybody else, right? You can disappoint me all you want. That's just like me being a doctor, right? But if it comes down to you disappointing your best friend from boot camp, you're not going to do that as well, or as often. So you'll stick around for them.
In light of the fact that you've been in business for a while, I'm not sure how long, that would be interesting to know.
3 years.
And have you been able to be profitable, and how long did it take you to get to be profitable in your business?
Oh, well, so I started the boot camp facility in, I started as a one-on-one personal training studio 3 years ago in Park City. That was great. It just was not sustainable. I was working, from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. with clients just to pay the bills. And so we switched to the group training. I'm 27 years old, so I was, 25 at the time. Being 25-year-old man, I thought I could do everything by myself, didn't need any help. So did that for a little bit. Took about a year to become profitable there, because I went from making good money with the one-on-one training to losing about $6,000 a month. So then I hired a business coach. Once I hired the business coach, completely different. Hired a business coach, bought into the franchise, and then been helping me out with that a lot. So, and that's a good thing, because that means we can help more people that way. So when the business grows, the more lives we are able to impact.
Hi. I wondered, it isn't franchised, is it?
Yes, FitBody BootCamp is a franchise.
It is franchised. How many trainers do you have, and what sort of training did they get? Where did they get their training?
So I have 7 trainers. All of our trainers are either went to school for personal training or exercise science, but they all have gotten their personal training certificates from either ACE or ISSA or another nationally accredited source. And then FitBody BootCamp actually also has an in-house training certification as well that I require all of our trainers to go through.
Hi, I was just trying to get an idea of group size. Obviously, if you do 14 30-minute groups during the day, then am I likely to come in and be a group of 1, or is there a group of 70? How's that all? How do you balance that out and work with that?
Well, it's very random and depends on the time. So at our downtown facility, our 12 o'clock or our 12:10 session is our busiest, and we'll have 20 people there. Downtown again, when you get to our later session at like 6:30, most people have already left downtown. They got off work at 5 o'clock, they've left, and they don't want to come back downtown. So our 6:30s are one of our smaller ones. We'll have 5 to 10 people in that session. But sometimes we could have nobody show up, and it's just very random. Who knows why? No one will ever be able to tell. But the next day there'll be 14. Everyone decided to take the day off.
What are your plans for growth, and how do you intend to fund that?
Well, I will fund it. I'm at the point now where I will be able to fund that myself. I am looking at other locations, but I won't be doing that for a little while. I just want to relax for a little bit, and not necessarily relax, but focus on who we have and where we're at. Maximize the facilities. I could literally double each studio right now and have the capacity for it. So that's kind of my main focus right now is doubling the amount of clients that we have at each studio, and then branching off to another location.
Right here again.
What is the pricing?
So right now our discounted rates are $147 a month, and we do that on a 12-month commitment. Our month-to-month commitment is $197.
Do you customize workouts for folks that have, like my case, with my equipment? Are you able to customize?
We are able to
that
do
way?
modifications for a lot of things. Everybody's going to we look at that as a case-by-case basis. So all we would do is really kind of get you in, try it out for a little bit, and see how that affects. We're obviously going to give you modifications for everything that you need, but if there's something way more specific that we can't offer with the boot camp, there's other options as well. And that goes in with like the one-on-one personal training or something like that. But there is modifications for absolutely everybody.
What's the program look like as far as this is 30 minutes, but how many times a week? And
Anywhere between 3 to 5 times per week to really see the results that you need. If you are, everybody's going to have a little bit of a different goal, and so we can make a recommendation based on that. There is one client who actually was just coming up to me and really looking at building a little bit more lean muscle, and so what I talked to her, and on some of the days, she's doing 2 a days. And that's fine. All of our programs come with unlimited sessions, so obviously 2 a days is okay, but it's got to fit your schedule.
Is there a way that you can just try it out for a little while? Like if you want to come and check it out without paying or something?
I'll show you guys later how to do that.
Wow. Well, do we have any other questions? If not, I think Ryan's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Apparently.
What is Wichita? There's a lot of questions unanswered here. What is Wichita community can we do to help you?
All right. So I'm really big on giving back to the community. Is that it? Okay. And so what Keith mentioned before about our 10,000-pound challenge, we are on a mission right now to help. I'm on a mission right now to help Wichita lose 10,000 pounds of fat. And this kind of originated when one of my clients passed away from leukemia, myeloid leukemia. And it was really tough. She was I was one-on-one personal trainer for a while, so I've known her for years. Great girl, great lady. And what I wanted to do was donate to the LLS Foundation when we hit a goal. I saw another gym in Michigan do a 10,000-pound challenge and thought that was a really good idea. 1, for the community, and 2, for LLS, essentially. And I originally started at a $5,000 donation once we hit that goal, but it's since jumped to a $10,000 donation, $1 per pound. And we're at 1,548 pounds. That's a thermometer that kind of sits at the gym right now, and we're slowly building that up. One thing that I haven't done much with, and this is going to go more along the lines of this gentleman over there who was asking about doing it on his own. In order to get Wichita to help me, you can go to 10,000poundmission.com. I put together a meal plan, workouts, and a lot of other things that are going to help you with your goals if doing this on your own is something that you feel like you can do. It's actually just $20, and those proceeds are going to go to the LLS Foundation. But for $20, you get a meal plan, you'll get workouts, you'll get everything that you need to really be successful within a program. And then your weight loss will actually count towards the 10,000-pound mission as well. And then to answer Jake's question, if you just want to try it out, right now, again, with giving back, we're doing a 14-day fat furnace program for $25. And all $25 is going to be donated to For the Cure Foundation here in Wichita in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That one, you can just go to 14dayfatfurnaceprograms.com and get registered for there. Again, you can go to any of the sessions that we have available, which was 14 of them. So there's our downtown schedule. So anywhere between 5:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., all the way to 5 a.m. and 7:15 in Park City. So
awesome. Thank you, Ryan. Really appreciate it. Let's give him a round of applause. Well, if anybody wants to join me in losing 10,000 or 210 dress sizes, that'd be great. I'm actually signed up, and I will start going, I promise.
All right.
So here's a totally fat-free cup for you, 1 million cups cup. So thank you again for coming. We really appreciate it. We'll be back here next week. Tell a friend and bring somebody new. Thanks, Ryan.